Alright guys, welcome to another episode of The Theory. Today we're actually looking at a local UFO sighting right here in Eugene, Oregon. My brother, Joey Beavers, actually filmed this 2/17/2021, so it's pretty recent, right about a week ago. And it's a strange clip. I mean, you see it's a random kind of blue light that appears out of nowhere. It does some moving through the sky, and then it goes back at a distance. So we're going to take a look at that, and then we're also going to take a look at the military planes I actually saw going through the sky right last night with no announcement or story on why they're here. And as some of you know, here in Springfield, we don't have any low air traffic. So it was really strange to see. But as always, today's video is brought to you by KreepiTiki.com and the Graveyard Goons. We're going to post their links in the description for you, and they actually have a Patreon box coming our way. So expect a review on that in the upcoming video, but make sure you check them out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this clip and see what Eugene has going on. Alright, so as you guys see, this thing it's pretty strange. It's hard to tell exactly what it could be or what it is or what it isn't, but it's interesting. He filmed this at 12:37 a.m., so just right after midnight. It's a little late to be flying a drone, but don't get me wrong, you can fly a drone technically whenever you feel like it, but it's not normal. That was a little strange to me, the fact that there was no noise. My brother, he's skywatched with me quite a few times. He's actually went on some UFO hunts with me out in the Umpqua National Forest and a few other locations. So he's pretty well aware of what's supposed to be in the sky. Not to mention, he lives about 4 or 5 miles from the actual airport in Eugene. So it doesn't really match up that the drone will be flying around in the middle of the night like that. He's got a pretty good eye. He sort of knows what to look for with stuff. So that was very interesting to me. And you actually see the craft or whatever it is go behind the tree and come out. And from his description, it seemed to appear out of nowhere. He was outside having a little cigarette break or whatever before he goes to bed. And the thing just appears out of nowhere. And then proceeds to, you know, come through the sky as you see in the video. And then kind of go off into the distance and just disappear again. So I thought that was really interesting. And then just last night, I captured this as I was out on the phone actually talking to my good friend Rodney Thomas of the Awakend show and the Awakend network. He had actually just had an episode where he was featured in on the Ghost Brothers and Jack Osborne on Fright Club, and they were actually talking about his UFO recording over in Monterey Bay, California. So we were really excited. I was giving him congratulations and things like that. And of course, I happen to look up and I see this super low flying plane, and I'm like, why? It's Springfield. The airport's miles away from here. We never see low aircraft over here. It's rare to even honestly see a helicopter low over here, although it does happen sometimes. But I see this thing and I go, Rodney, look at this, man. This thing is quiet. I mean, quiet. The first one that went by, the first one I spotted, I didn't even hear anything. It literally went by with no noise. And I said, man, let me walk out front and see if I can actually see this thing in the distance, see where it's going, what it's doing. I walk out there and I see it. It's flying over the houses, and I can kind of see where it's going. And I'm like, oh man, that was interesting. I wonder what it was doing. And I turn to the left, and here's another one. And I'm like, why is there 2 of them coming this way? And they were heading towards Eugene. So I imagine maybe going to the airport in Eugene, but they were extremely low. And then when I seen them come up close, they didn't look like commercial airplanes. They were very bulky looking. The lights on them didn't match, as you can see in the video from what I recorded. It was very strange. And so I felt it was worthy to talk about with, you know, UFO sightings. You always hear about a lot of military activity after these kind of things happen. So I found that really interesting. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. Like I said, I can't say for sure what some of this stuff is or what it isn't. I do believe the stuff that I filmed last night were in fact some sort of military plane, possibly a cargo plane. They didn't seem to make a lot of noise. The second one that passed had a really low-pitched hum to it as it went past, but I know for a fact they weren't drones and they weren't helicopters. They seemed to be rather large, very quiet planes that were very low, and that's not normal in Springfield, Oregon. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys, share my brother Joey's UFO clip and what he's seen, and I'll let you guys be the judge. Alright guys, so that's our video for today. I appreciate you tuning in. As always, like and subscribe. Help support the channel. That's how we grow. That's how we do better things. That's how we get new telescopes. That's how we do a lot more UFO hunting. So we appreciate the support. Make sure you go follow The Theory with Mike Beaver's Facebook page for any updates. We also have a giveaway coming up soon, which I'll announce in the next video. Make sure you go check out KreepiTiki.com and the Graveyard Goons, or the Kreepi Tiki Ethnobotanical Group on Facebook. And another big shout out, Rodney Thomas with the Awakend Network on Facebook and the Awakend Show on YouTube just had an appearance on Fright Club with Jack Osborne, Ozzy Osbourne's son, and the Ghost Brothers, talking about his Monterey Bay UFO sighting. So make sure you go check out his video on YouTube. He actually shared the segment in which he talked to them and their UFO expert about what he's seen. So make sure you go check out the Awakend Show YouTube channel and click that link. Thanks for watching, guys.